Hey everybody, it's David Pingree. We're out here at Kaweah Creek Raceway today with our 2020 Yamaha YZ250F. And just giving you a little introduction to this bike. Nothing changed for 2020 other than the graphics. But there was a lot of things that if you weren't paying attention in 2019, you might have missed on this machine. It was new from the ground up. Frame changes, engine changes, really top to bottom. They went through this thing and gave it an upgrade. And it showed, the changes really showed. Championships the last 5 years in Supercross. This has really been the 250F to have. I always say a good, measuring stick of a 250F is what are the privateers riding? And a lot of them are riding Yamahas because it's such a good platform. It's easy to make this thing fast. The design of this engine, the downdraft design, really allows you to build a lot of power into it. Not only is it a rocket ship stock, but you can take this thing and just go crazy with it, really put some horsepower into this. So it's been a choice for kind of the fastest racers, but it's also very tunable and user-friendly to anybody. So couple of big changes I liked from 2018 moving into 2019, and again this year, is I used to hear so much of the intake through where the filter is up here up top. And I don't know what they've done to change that, but it's not nearly as loud and distracting. And the other thing is they thinned it way up. At times in the past, this bike felt really wide, and I just couldn't get comfortable with that. In 2019, they thinned the frame way out, the radiator shrouds came in, and it's now a super comfortable bike. You jump on, it's comfortable right away. Another great little thing that I love about this design is that the air filter sits way up high here. And instead of being down low, kind of catching all that dirt off the rear wheel, it's sitting up here and staying clean. So not only is it drawing clean air, it's also staying clean. That means you're doing filters less. I'm doing filters less. And unless you love doing filters, you weirdo, that's a really nice feature. So, today we literally set the sag. 105 was their recommendation, and I didn't even have to touch a clicker. I may go softer a couple clicks if I was somewhere without big jumps. We've got a couple big ones here, so I just left it, and I was totally happy with it. The cool thing about this bike, too, is the adjustability. You have different handlebar positions. You can spin these around and move them forward or back. You also have now a new button up here up top that gives you 2 map settings. So if you played with that Yamaha Tuner app at all, if you have that or if you've not heard of it or seen it, free app you download from them, and you can go in there and adjust all of your map settings in any configuration you like. And they give you some freedom to really make some changes that you'll feel, but also they aren't going to let you go so lean that you're going to blow this thing up, all right? So they kind of dummy-proof it. But it gives you a lot of adjustability if you're at a track that's deep sand and you want to hit harder, well, you can go in and make that happen. And then you've got 2 settings here. It's just basically light on or light off. So 2 different maps. You can set both of those maps to 2 things you like. Inside that Power Tuner app, there's a race log. So you can say, okay, at Kaweah Creek Raceway, it's at 4,000 feet of elevation. I liked this map. This is what I ran my clicker settings at. Here's where my tire pressure was. Here was the temp, yada, yada, yada. And you can add in as many of those race logs as you want. So that's a cool feature. It's also got a service manual or a service interval counter in there for you. So you log your hours. It logs it for you. Every time your bike starts, it pitches that feedback to the app, and it shows you right in there. You've got this many hours on since you changed your oil last. So it's a really nice reminder to see how long you've gone on suspension service, oil changes, and all that. So amazing app. If you haven't played with that and you've got a Yamaha, you're missing the boat. You can go to YamahaMotorsports.com. They have tutorials. If you click on the bike you have, scroll to the bottom, they'll have a tutorial on how to use that app. Really all the stuff that they provide, they give you the tools to really be able to use them. And they're doing some neat things as well. They've got a new thing, which I'll show you here. It's an oil change kit. So whether you're changing your engine oil, fork seals, linkage bearings, anything, they're selling it now in a kit. And it's all Yamaha OE parts, their oil, Yamalube oil, all approved and tested. But it's every single thing you need from gaskets and anything else right in one little kit. And they're selling it at a kind of a discounted price as a bundle like this. So rather than buying OE piecemeal, you get the kit here, and it's a little bit more cost effective, and you have everything you need to do it. So just a couple other cool things that they're really adding in. So another cool thing Yamaha's doing is their Blue Crew program, and this is all their amateur support. So if you are going to any amateur races, any of the big amateur races, Yamaha's going to have their support crew there, providing service, providing parts if you break something that you don't have. I can tell you from experience, you travel all the way back to Loretta Lynn's, the ranch, and then break something you don't have. That's a bummer because it's tough to find parts in Hurricane Mills, Tennessee. But with the Blue Crew there, they got you covered. They'll help you with if you want help setting up your power tuner, your suspension's not right, whatever it is, they've got you there, and that support means a lot. There's also the Jason Raines off-road program, 58 different schools across the country, and he has every single model that Yamaha makes. And you can show up and ride one of these before you buy it, which if I'm going to go out and spend my hard-earned money, I want to make sure I'm making the right choice. Maybe you're not sure between a 450 or a 250, or maybe the two strokes. Maybe you're looking at off-road bikes. They'll have all the TTRs. Literally every off-road bike they make, you can hop on and try it. And that's a huge effort by Yamaha to help get you comfortable, to know you're making the right decision. And I really appreciate what they're doing there. As always, Yamaha has a full line of GYTR parts. So if you're looking for any aftermarket pieces, clutch cover, components, stator side, they make all kinds of cool products for that. You can look at all that. Yamaha Lube products. And the 2020 also comes in a couple different colorways. You got this Yamaha Blue, which I think is rad between the wheels and the little metallic they got in here. I think this is a beautiful looking bike. But it also comes in a gray plastic, sort of a gray and black. Pretty neat looking if you want something different. So both available. They are both at your Yamaha dealers right now. So go check them out. Look into one of those Jason Raines ride classes where you can demo these bikes. And you will see that this is the one you probably want. So thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next introduction here at Racer X.